Imran Khan, former cricketer and former Prime Minister of Pakistan, has been arrested. He was taken into custody by paramilitary forces while he was trying to address his supporters outside of a courthouse in Islamabad. Pakistan is one of the countries which possesses nuclear arms. It is also a country which is failing to function. There is no government. There is no opposition. There is only the military. It is almost like a parallel state. That's what we're talking about today. His party, the PTI, or the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, meaning Pakistan Justice Party, his party has been blamed for the unrest in the country. Both say they've reached an agreement, but the IMF has refused to release the funds, unless Pakistan's foreign partners, and we know who they are: China, Cuba, the UAE, Saudi Arabia, perhaps even Iran. Unless they release their funds, the IMF will not release theirs. And the question is, will they? Will these countries release the money? And more importantly, will the money solve the problem? It's doing the rounds on social media. It says that the army is planning a third term, that General Kamal Javed Bajwa will extend his tenure. The army had wanted one officer. Imran Khan picked another. Then came the foreign conspiracy, the alleged plot to topple the Imran Khan government. Things deteriorated further. And in April last year, the Prime Minister accused the army of betrayal. The next month, he was ousted. The new government, the one led by Shehbaz Sharif, is widely seen as a front for the army, and that Pakistan will be ruled directly by the military. Has anything like this happened before? Well, yes, twice. In 1958, Field Marshal Mohammad Musa became the Governor General. He overthrew the government of Prime Minister Ibrahim Ismail Chundrigar. 6 years later, another general, Muhammad Zia-ul-Haq, overthrew the government of Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. So it is possible, and this time the army chief is more powerful than ever. General Bajwa has served 2 tenures as army chief. The current one began in November 2019. It was supposed to end in November 2022, but last year he got an extension till 2024. The Prime Minister who granted him the extension, Imran Khan, was the same man who was arrested today. In fact, a new crackdown has begun against his party. Many of them are from the Gulf, which is why the money coming in from the Gulf is considered lifeline for Pakistan. To answer the second question, the army certainly seems to be in control. But to say that democracy has ended in Pakistan is a bit harsh. Yes, elections were delayed by 2 years. Yes, the favorite to win those elections is in jail. Yes, the opposition parties are being decimated. But here's one thing that they cannot take away from the people of Pakistan. They will get to vote. Remember this. Pakistan has never seen a military coup during an election year. 2023 is an election year. As of today, no party or individual has a clear majority. The army may be running the country, but it cannot anoint a successor. And that is why the elections will happen. The army knows this, which is why it is keeping a close eye on the political activities. They are watching each and every move. And this fear of the army is what has pushed the people of Pakistan to take to the streets again and again. The plan is to put them in charge of reviving the stalled IMF program. If that happens, then the Sharifs will have the chance to negotiate with creditors and seek an extension on debt repayments. But it won't be easy. Ratings agency Moody's says that Pakistan's financing options beyond June are highly uncertain. By June, Pakistan will have $6.5 billion in external debt repayments. How will they manage that? By June, they will also have $1.4 billion in interest payments. Where will the money come from? Perhaps from the IMF. Moody's says if the IMF program is not revived, Pakistan's financing options remain highly uncertain, and this uncertainty has real consequences. Just ask Sri Lanka. Their economy collapsed last year. Their reserves went from $50 billion to $1.5 billion. The country descended into chaos. People took to the streets, politicians fled, and the military eventually seized power. Is that what's going to happen in Pakistan too? Let's show you some numbers now. Pakistan's total external debt is $36 billion. Around $30 billion is held by commercial creditors like banks and bondholders. Bilateral loans make up another $5.2 billion. Who are the lenders? Mostly Western governments and Western institutions. What about multilateral lenders? They make up 8.4% of the total debt. Who are they? Financial institutions like the World Bank, the Asia Development Bank, the IMF, the Islamic Development Bank. What about the Paris Club? It's an informal group of major creditor nations. How much do they lend to Pakistan? Around 2.9% of the total debt. But what kind of interest rates do these loans carry? Between 4 and 6%. And this is where China comes in. Their loans are concessionary, meaning they don't charge interest. And the reason is obvious. China does not want a debt trap. They want political influence in Islamabad. Scores of PTI leaders have been arrested across the country. Most of them will face charges of treason. Some are already behind bars. One of them, a former provincial home minister of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, was arrested from his farmhouse. Another PTI leader was picked up from a mosque who was taking part in the Friday prayers. Former Prime Minister Malik Amin Aslam is on the run. All of them are close aides of Imran Khan, and the charges against him are very serious. 100 of them, including treason and corruption. These cases were filed when he was Prime Minister, but they've only been going after him since he left office. Some are calling this an attack on democracy. Others are saying that this is the end of democracy in Pakistan. We'll discuss both these things. But first, let me tell you why it matters to the rest of the world.
Hello and welcome to Gravitas Plus. Hello and welcome to Gravitas Plus. It is me.
This is our show where we talk about global politics. Instead, Beijing suggested that Pakistan develop peaceful uses of nuclear energy. It's not just China. Pakistan has been knocking on every door. It needs bailout packages. It needs humanitarian aid. It needs help to feed its people. And yet it is willing to sell weapons to West Asia. It's an international embarrassment. And if this continues, it could be dangerous. Why should you care about Pakistan? You shouldn't really. But if you do, here's why. Pakistan has 147 million people. They also have 165 nuclear warheads. The weapons, the infrastructure, the know-how is all available with the Pakistani military. So far, they have not been willing to share it with anyone, especially India. In February this year, Islamabad asked Beijing for help in building mini-nuclear power plants. China refused. Why am I emphasizing this tonight? Because Pakistan is at a very important moment. Former Prime Minister Imran Khan has been arrested, and this is happening at a very crucial time. Pakistan needs a bailout package from the IMF, it's the International Monetary Fund. A little less than 10% of Pakistan's population lives abroad. The Sharif family in Pakistan, the father and son duo of Nawaz and Shahbaz Sharif, they are said to be returning from London. The situation is tense in many parts of the country, and there's no shortage of conspiracy theories. For instance, look at this claim. What explains the extension? Clearly, the army and Imran Khan did not see eye to eye after the controversial appointment of ISI chief. So to answer my first question, yes, Pakistan is failing.